Good morning, Jayhawks, and welcome to Off the Boulevard. We have a great show for you today on this fabulous Friday. My name is Riani Harris, and I'm your host for today.
My name is Jake, and I'm also your host for today's show. We'll be having Emma and Maddie break down this week's news around KU, Lawrence, and more. Also, Olivia will give us some insight into what we can expect in terms of weather this weekend and next.
For all of our viewers who love sports, we will have Nick and Sean, which will be followed by a late night festival segment created by our very own Armand. Lastly, we will have an interview from one of our very own J School alumni. Whew, that was a lot.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Let's go. Let's get it on the roll.
Welcome back, Jayhawks. Here's your weekly news.
A postdoctoral student in the Department of Preventative Medicine and Public Health at the University of Kansas Medical Center has some bad news for all you partygoers. According to the research done by Tara Fazzino, heavy drinking during early adulthood increases the risk of transitioning from a healthy weight to overweight or obesity 5 years later. Because alcohol is high in calories and because most 18 to 24-year-olds tend to have more than just one drink while drinking, they are especially at risk for the negative health effects. While this research illuminates the real-life consequences of the college years you plan to leave behind, drinking less and in moderation are easy ways to increase your chance of a healthy lifestyle after college.
On Monday afternoon, roughly 20 used shell casings were found just outside of Strong Hall. While police believe there is no reason that the firearm was anywhere near Strong Hall, they do believe the shell casings were placed there by someone intending to make a statement. As of right now, it is not believed to pose a threat to health or safety.
Early Sunday morning, October 1st, a deadly shooting outside Brothers Bar on Mash Street left 3 victims dead and 2 in the hospital. The shooting was believed to have occurred around 1:40 a.m. Sunday morning, resulting from a bar fight between individuals that ultimately got way out of hand. Mash Street was closed off until 2:15 p.m. Sunday afternoon due to ongoing investigations and cleanup prior to the crime scene. Lee Brown, 22, from Shawnee, Colwyn Henderson, 20, from Topeka, and Trimmel Dean, 24, from Topeka, were the 3 victims killed in the shooting, none of which were students of the university. The investigation is still ongoing, and the look for possible suspects is still underway. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact the Lawrence Police Department at 785-832-7509.
On Tuesday this week, the House of Representatives passed legislation that would make abortions after 20 weeks of pregnancy illegal, with exceptions for instances such as the mother's life is at risk and cases involving rape or incest. A bill passed A bill passed for 237 for and 189 against. The divisive issue of abortion has once again been brought to the forefront of our nation's conversation since President Trump took office. Trump issued support for the bill even before he won the election and stands with the House Majority Leader, Kevin McCarthy, who claims the bill will protect those children who science has proven can feel pain and give the chance to live full and happy lives. Opponents of the legislation, such as the Planned Parenthood Action Fund, argue 20-week abortion bans are unconstitutional, stating that this dangerous, out-of-touch legislation is nothing more than yet another attempt to restrict women's access to safe and legal abortion.
Last Sunday night, tragedy struck at the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival in Las Vegas. From his hotel room at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, Stephen Paddock opened fire on the crowd of unsuspecting country music fans. At least 10 minutes of terror unfolded, leaving 58 people dead with 489 wounded or in critical condition. Paddock took his own life before police were able to break into his hotel room where they found at least 23 weapons. Because of this, investigators were unable to find a clear motive for his actions. Girlfriend Mary Lou Danley, who was in the Philippines during the attack, has returned to the U.S., where she is cooperating with investigators. Mary Lou says she was completely unaware of his plans.
That's all our news for this week. Stay tuned after the break.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
You're good. Welcome back to Off the Boulevard. I'm your weather forecaster, Olivia Jones, and let's look at the weather. Right now it's 74 degrees up here on the hill. If you look up, there aren't very many clouds out. As you can see with this shot with Anschutz Library behind us, there's not very much blue in the sky right now. Today it'll be 83 degrees, and I expect the clouds to clear out as we head into the afternoon hours. And as you can see by this chart, you can see that all of our rain from this morning is out of the area, and we're expected to get just scattered storms throughout the rest of the afternoon. So if you're out and about, maybe just pack an umbrella because you might get a little wet. As we said, homecoming is this weekend. Kickoff is at 11 a.m. and it's supposed to be around 65 degrees. And as the game is wrapping up at 3 p.m., it will be around 73 degrees, 5 p.m. at 74. Going into Sunday, it'll be 81 degrees, so it'll be a hot fall day for us. Maybe if you're packing up all your shorts and stuff, you might want to leave it out and you might want to, I don't know, wear flip-flops or something going to the pumpkin patch. Going into Monday and Tuesday, it'll be, that cold front will finally push through. Tuesday will be at 60 degrees. Okay, and we'll be back with the sports.
Hi, welcome back to Off the Boulevard Sports. My name is Nick.
My name is Sean Goodwin.
And we're going to give you your sports update this week. So this week, KU has its football game against Texas Tech, who is coming into Lawrence with a 3-1 record, as KU only has a 1-3 record. Texas Tech is coming off its first loss of the season, as they only lost to Oklahoma State, the number 15 ranked team in the nation, by only 1 touchdown. So the Jayhawks really need to step up their offense.
Yeah, a couple of notes from this game. It's a homecoming game. KU's last homecoming game victory came in 2009 against Iowa State, so it's been a while. And you mentioned as well the Texas Tech loss to OSU, just 41 to 34, a 1 touchdown loss. But the thing KU is really going to have to look out for is a wide receiver, Kiki Kuti. He's got almost 500 yards in 4 games so far this season, held to just 53 in a previous game against OSU, so he's going to be looking for a comeback game.
Right. Peyton Bender also needs to get his offense going early. He needs to limit his turnovers, and he just needs to get into a groove. The KU cannot play against Texas Tech from behind. They have a very high-powered offense.
Definitely, and moving on as well to KU soccer as well. They playing a very first ever soccer Sunflower Showdown tonight against K-State. K-State joining Big 12 this year after ditching an equestrian program last year. I'm just curious, what do you think is going to come from this game?
Well, you would think, since K-State has only had a soccer program for a year and a half at this point, you think KU would get the win, and they should get the win. They just like KU football, they need to put some balls in the back of the net and get going early.
Yeah, and of course you've got the Mac Herman trophy shortlist, Grace Hagan, 5 goals, 3 assists so far this season. But you can't count K-State out as well. You have midfielder Brooklyn Enks, freshman. Right now she's got season-high 3 goals for K-State. And just in front of her too is forward Hannah Davis, also a freshman. She has a team-high 4 assists. So it's showing a very good cohesion between the midfield and the front line as they attack the goal.
That game is tonight at 7 o'clock at Rothschild Park. So make sure you head out and support the Jayhawks as they play in the first Sunflower Showdown tonight. Other soccer news, the men's national team plays tonight in Orlando at 7:35 Central Time. If they win this game, they have a 93% chance to make it to the World Cup.
Yeah, something I'd really like to see from the US team is to play a back three. Obviously, it's a must-win game, and with the slower amount of defenders, it gives the younger guys like Yedlin, Christian Pulisic, a chance to get on the field and make an impact.
Right. Moving on to baseball, the baseball playoffs started this week. I think that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series, as Clayton Kershaw has had a very nice season as the team has gotten over 100 wins this season.
That's a bold choice. For me personally, I'd like to see the Yankees win, just because of such a young talents that they have, such as Aaron Judge, Chad Green, those kinds of players. But I can kind of see the Indians coming back after their World Series loss last year to come back and pull the Royals really and take a World Series championship.
In Chiefs news, the Chiefs defeated the Redskins 29-20, and they remained the only undefeated team this season in the NFL. Alex Smith went 27 for 37 for 293 yards, throwing for 1 touchdown and adding 1 onto the ground. Travis Kelce had 7 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. Rookie running back Kareem Hunt went for 100 yards on the ground on 21 rushes. The biggest play of the game was, of course, the Chiefs' new kicker kicking what we thought to be the game-winning field goal. But, however, with 3 seconds left, Justin Houston recovered a fumble that he was able to score for a touchdown. It was some weird flea flicker type of thing. They tried to, everybody was scrambling. And then Justin Houston was just there. He picked it up and he took it to the house.
Yeah, and that is your sports section this week off the Boulevard. So thank you for listening.
Yep.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
My name's Armand, and we're here outside Allen Fieldhouse for Late Night in the Fog, asking fans their opinions on fake players for the 2017-2018 KU basketball season. So, how long have you been watching KU basketball?
Oh, my entire life.
I'm 19 and I've watched it probably my whole life.
A couple years now. I went to my first game last year, in person, so a couple years.
Forever.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
There are some recruits coming tonight. I think Zion Williamson. I'm going to ask you how you feel about them. How do you feel? Let's start. How do you feel about Doug Gerard out of Mississippi?
Yeah, I like him too. I mean, I really like Zion, but I like him too. We got. I think I heard 14, 15 recruits that'll be here tonight.
Okay, cool.
But I'm probably most excited about Zion with his athletic ability.
Okay, yeah. We got Doug Gerard, Marlon Brando, all them. So, do you have anything on Brando?
I haven't really watched Brando that much. I've seen one of his hoop mixtapes on YouTube, and I know his scoring ability is almost unmatched. I know he can score at will.
Yeah, he might be the new godfather of the team. We'll see. What do you feel about Brando? You know, they're saying he could even challenge Devontae for the starting spot and be like the godfather of the team. How do you feel about that?
Boy, that would be something else. You know, Devontae, has been here a while. It'd be interesting to see for sure. It's good to have a guy that's going to push you for your starting spot, though. I definitely, expect Brando to be relaxed, going into it since he's new here, and I think that would just make the whole team better, that Devontae will have to work harder for that spot.
What about freshman Gale Sayers?
Yeah. Never heard of him, but yeah.
He's a fast runner. You think he'll play well?
Oh yeah, if you're fast, you're good.
Yeah, if you're fast, you're good. Even at basketball.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what sport you play.
No, you gotta be fast.
Even if you're 70 and play football.
Yep.
Do you think that Garrett kid will play a lot, or?
That's me.
Oh, that's you. Well, maybe I can take you one-on-one one day. I mean, I'm pretty good. I was a water boy for my senior year in high school.
That's what's up. Maybe you can.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us this week. We are coming to a close. Jake, did you have any big plans for the weekend?
Kind of inner debate right now. Want to go watch Jayhawks play some football, but I got 3 midterms next week, so I'm a little bit stressed out about that right now, so kind of freaking out.
I think you should come support the Jayhawks. It is homecoming.
Good point.
But if it rains, I won't be there. But, but speaking of plans, here's a few events you don't want to miss out on this weekend that's going around in Lawrence. KU's traditional homecoming parade is happening tonight from 6 o'clock to 7 p.m. on Mass Street in downtown Lawrence. The parade will wrap up KU's homecoming week and will include a variety of handmade floats from KU various student-led groups on campus.
Worlds of Fun's Halloween Haunt is in full swing as they host their annual Haunt Fest through November 1st, which includes a variety of spooky walkthroughs all around the park, all free with general admission as well.
Ooh. Great. And lastly, this weekend is one of our head co-producers' birthday, Spencer Shell. She is a valued part of our team here on Off the Boulevard. So if you see her around, make sure to wish her a very happy birthday.
Spencer! Well, that's all we have for you today. Everybody, hope you have a fun, safe weekend, and we will see you back here on Media Crossroads next Friday at 12. Rock Chalk.